Morning. Yeah, it's a day after the Heather Heyer funeral, and life is trying to get back to normal. In fact, I'm at Emancipation Park right now, and it looks like some crews are trying to clean up some of the sidewalks that have been damaged. I don't know if it was the result of what happened over the weekend or just trying to do some routine maintenance. But last night there was Candlelight vigil held at UVA. These hundreds of ralliers or marchers chanting love over fear and other slogans and chants and singing songs. They walked the exact same route that the neo-Nazis and white nationalists did back on Friday, except you may remember on Friday those people were walking with torches. This is with candles, and it was very peaceful demonstration, and they're hoping to move on and to put this ugliness behind them.
I heard that they kept the Candlelight Vigil secret or quiet as not to bring in any anti-protesters or other protesters.
We weren't aware of it, so that would make a lot of sense. All of a sudden, images and pictures start popping up on social media, and that's kind of when we caught wind of it, and the Associated Press was on top of it. But yeah, that's quite possible. I can tell you yesterday at the memorial, which we can get into a little bit if you want to, there was a huge police presence in front of the theater, all up and down the district mall, and I don't know if that was partly to create security, obviously, but also to show support for Heather. And remember, Virginia State Police have to say goodbye to two of their own coming up in the next few days.
Yeah, talk about the police in a moment. The mother and the father spoke, and from what I heard, very well spoken and sort of rose to the occasion.
Everyone kind of had their own little piece in that hour 10-minute long memorial. The father came up and talked about his daughter and how she would always talk. And, that's kind of the underlying theme is she was always talking and always standing up for what she believed in and always calling people out for things that maybe she didn't like. And the father talked about love and how everyone just needs to love each other. And then we heard a little bit about from friends and other relatives. And then the mother kind of sealed the deal almost with a rallying cry at the end of the event. I don't know if you've heard any of the audio or not, but she told the people to channel their anger and sadness not into violence, but to put it into righteous action, saying that essentially that way, if people did that, her daughter would not die in vain.
And then what about the police? What's the plan for them?
So on Friday, there's going to be one. On Saturday, there's going to be another. They're not doing them both together. We're still waiting to see, by the way, why that helicopter crashed about 7 miles away from here. The NTSB is looking into that. We know that helicopter had some mechanical issues before. In fact, crashed in 2010, but there were no injuries in that situation. It could take weeks to find out, but they're going to lay these officers to rest coming up in the next couple days. And separate funerals.
Yeah, Ryan, I was on vacation. I just want to make sure I get the police helicopter story right. As of now, even though that they don't know why it crashed, it had nothing to do with something nefarious. They think it was some type of a mechanical problem with the plane?
Yeah. It was 7 miles away from Charlottesville. They were going to come in to monitor. They don't believe that there was any kind of what is that comment? Anyone did anything to manipulate the helicopter in any way that would have made it crash, or
right.
Anyone threw anything or shot anything at it. So they don't think there was anything like that.
So there was nothing suspicious about the helicopter crash.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryan Burrow, ABC correspondent in Charlottesville. I asked you yesterday, I'll end with this as well. The mood around Charlottesville, what are the people and the residents of Charlottesville saying and thinking?
It was pretty moving yesterday, and the memorials will continue to grow, and people will continue to pay their respects to Heather and obviously these two officers moving forward. But I think these people are ready to move on. I'm looking at the statue again today in Emancipation Park. Obviously, that's going to be central to any discussions. And the governor of Virginia says he wants all of these Confederate statues taken down. Now, he doesn't have the authority to do that. It's going to be up to the municipalities as well as the General Assembly. But that seems to be where the next battle's going to be. It might be with legislators, and it might be in the court system, too. The Unite the Right organizer says he wants to sue both the governor and the city of Charlottesville for what he says is the police standing down during demonstrations leading to the violence.
Ryan Burrow, ABC News correspondent in Charlottesville. Ryan, thanks.
Take care.
What's interesting about this